Metaman rocks!
Hello, this is the Metaman, and I promise I will tell you the safest, surest 10x altcoins that there are right now. And I will give you the fundamental analysis so you'll know what they do. And I will also give you the technical analysis as to whether it is a good entry point right now. So get ready. This is hot. And I'm not just going to tell you one coin that could go 10x. I'm going to tell you 3 coins that can go 10x. And according to the requirements of full financial disclosure, I own all these 3 coins. Why? Because they're going to go 10x. Of course, that's why. Now, let me explain something. I know that there are some coins that are going to go 100x, and I've made a video of them right here. I've also made a video of different coins that have a really, really good chance of going 1000x, and I made a video of them right here. But I'm not going to be talking about those because the coins that can go 1000x or 100x obviously are going 10x along the way. But the 100x potentials and the 1000x potentials are way, way down low in the market cap ranking. They might be 1,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 in the market cap rank. And they're really aggressive. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about coins that have a really good moonshot. That's why I've got a background of the moon here. I'm talking about coins that are higher up in the market cap ranking. So they're safer because that's what the thumbnail showed is safest. So I'm going to choose the ones that are the highest in the market cap ranking, but could still go 10x and still be believable as a 10x potential. So here we go. And the first one is AR, and its full name is arweave, ARWEAVE. Now, what is arweave? Arweave has a fascinating use case. That means what it does. And what it does is very similar to what Uber does. If you want a ride, then Uber connects you with somebody who has a car that is empty at the moment. And what Airbnb does, if you want a vacation, is to pair you with someone that owns a place that isn't being used right now. Well, what Arweave does is exactly the same concept. What they do is if you want to store something, and these days storage is in greater and greater demand. Why? Because videos maybe 10 years ago were very small, but videos these days could be 500 meg, just a small 5 or 10 minute video. They could be not just 500 meg, they could be a gig or 10 gigs. And you may not have just one of them in your storage, you might have dozens or hundreds of them. And so the requirements is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. People are consuming more videos on their screen, and they're not just renting them and then they go away, they're buying them because it's so inexpensive. And also, videos are getting higher and higher definition. Maybe soon they'll be 3-dimensional. Maybe soon they'll have, I don't know, maybe smell in them or vibration in them, like who knows? But the producers of videos these days are putting more and more and more data crammed into the same length of time. And that means the data in it is huger and huger and huger. So maybe in a year or so, you'll never have any video, even as little as a few minutes long, that's even as little as 1 gigabyte. And so there's a gigantic demand to store data. Now, you could store it on your own computer, but then you'd have to have a really big memory. Or you could store it on an external device like this, a hardware device, but that gets messy because then you have to drag it off. And if you want it and you can't find it on your computer, you have to remember that it's on an external device and you have to drag it back in. Or you can put it in the cloud, but the cloud charges you every month. What does Arweave do? There is no charge. There is no charge. It's free for permanent, unlimited, lifetime storage. How do they do it? Just like Uber and Airbnb, what they do is they match people like me who have a video or any other data, could be an NFT or anything that they want to store, with people who have computers with extra space left over that they're not using. It's a perfect decentralized solution, and it doesn't require any payments each month because unlike Amazon or Apple that have to host the cloud and pay for all that electricity, the coin arweave just uses other people's computers. And so it's wonderful. It's a perfect decentralized solution, and it's taking off. Now, that is the fundamental analysis. Let's talk about the technical analysis. On your screen, you can see the maximum time of arweave. It started October 31st of 2019, and it is now early April of 2022. So it's 2.5 years old, and its very lowest was 30 cents, and its highest was about $90. So 30 cents to $90, keep that in mind. And right now it's $34. So it's way closer to its low than to its high. And you'll notice that in the last month or so, it has just been consolidating in the range of just under $40. Goes up to 40 and then falls back down again, and goes up to 40, falls back down again. Now, if you look at its market cap now, and it's 1.7 billion because it's 70th on the market cap ranking. If you multiply that by 10, it goes up to 17 billion. Now, does that make sense? Could arweave ever have a market cap of 17 billion? Well, if you look at the market cap rank provided by CoinGecko, then you'll see that at 17 billion, it would be the 14th largest coin. That's if all the other coins stayed the same and arweave went up 10 times. It's unlikely that all the other coins would go up. Now, it could be that arweave makes some giant announcements and it gets all kinds of publicity, and some huge celebrities decide they're going to use it and they get behind it and publicize it. But it's more likely that Bitcoin will moon, and that will bring up all the other coins. So it won't be 14th, it may be 20th or 25th, and that's completely reasonable. Now, the next coin I want to look at in increasing market cap is my dear sandbox. I love the sandbox. And the sandbox is a metaverse. And that means it has games in it, and it has NFTs in it, and it has avatars. And you have an avatar, you can meet other people's avatars, you can walk around the street, because there are actual plots of land, 166,000 plots of land. By the way, they all sold out in about 20 minutes. And so there's land and there's games and there's NFTs and there's avatars, and it's fun and it's pretty and it's very compelling because the avatars are very gentle and sweet and they use pastel colors. So that's the metaverse I like. Now, it's not the biggest metaverse. There's other metaverses like Axie Infinity and Decentraland that are slightly bigger in market cap. And I had to choose one, and I chose the sandbox because I personally like it the best. And that's how you make money. You find out what you personally like, and that's what you invest in. So is this a good entry point? And the answer is it's not bad. It's not bad. It has fallen from its high, and it's just dribbling around and just slightly under $4. It's around $3.50. It's just consolidating for the last couple months. And I think this is a good, not great, but a good entry point. And let me talk now about the expectation. Let's talk about the expectation. The market cap of the sandbox is now 3.4 billion. If you multiply that by 10, you get 34 billion, and that would make it 8th in the market cap ranking. And that, I think that makes perfect sense. Why? Because there's not a single metaverse coin in the top 10, and there should be. But as I said before, it's most likely going to occur not on its own. Like it's unlikely that all the coins will stay exactly the same and Sandbox will just shoot up on its own. It's more likely that all the coins will shoot up, which means Sand won't be 8th in line, it may be 20th or 25th, which is eminently reasonable. And the final one, because I said I would do 3, is XRP. And XRP is number 6 in the market cap ranking. And XRP provides a service of allowing banks and other very large financial institutions to transfer money internationally across borders and converting the currencies. But it specializes in moving coins back and forth, whereas Swift, SWIFT, and Swift is really good. It's the best in the world at moving currencies like the American dollar and the Australian dollar and the British pound, but it has no experience in coins. And so the word on the street is it's going to subcontract to Ripple XRP in order to do the transfer of coins for it. And if that happens, and if the SEC lawsuit goes away, then XRP could moon to the moon to the moon. And that's what XRP does. Now let's look at its technical analysis. You can see on the screen the maximum lifetime. It started August of 2013, and it's now almost August of 2022. So it's just under 9 years, about 8.5 years. And for half of that time, it sat around and did nothing, and then momentarily shot up to its all-time high of $3.40. And then it fell and did almost nothing for another few years. And then more recently, it shot up and fell down again. So right now it's at 76 cents. And I think it could easily go up by 10x, because you can see if XRP, whose current market cap is 37 billion, if that went up by 10, that would be 370 billion, which would put it number 3. But as I said before, the other coins will probably be going up at the same time. So it would put it back down to probably where it is now of 6th. And so that makes complete sense. If Bitcoin goes up by 10x, everything on the planet, everything in cryptocurrency, every single altcoin is going to go up by more than 10x. It could go up by 10x, 50x, 1000x, depending on where it is now in the market cap ranking and what its use case is. In other words, how well it's doing its job. But remember, all these things that I say are entertainment and education. They're not financial advice. You know that. And I want to tell you something else. You need to subscribe to this channel to tell me, to prove to me that you love me, and to tell other people that this is a good channel. And you need to like this video to tell other people that this is a good video. And you need to send it to some people. Share it, share it, share it. And you need to comment below on whether you think that those 3 coins, XRP, the Sandbox, and arweave, really do have a 10x potential. Maybe you think they have a higher than 10x potential. Maybe you think nothing has a 10x potential. Put it in the comments. I want to hear from you. And I personally, the MetaMan personally, responds to every single comment. You are now far wiser than you were just a few minutes ago, and I love you. Please click on Meta in order to subscribe to my channel. And please click on this video, which is my most recent video, my previous one. And please click on that video, which Google and YouTube think is the most appropriate if you enjoyed this video.